Good Tuesday!
Do I have anything in my teeth?
No. Do I?
Are you sure? You hesitated.
No, I was looking.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of times
No.
people say no, it's like, dude, you haven't even looked. Are you just trying to make the person feel good? Because it's the worst when you got like a black pepper thing like right here, and it's like you've been talking for an hour and nobody told you.
I get my whole self gets really confused at this time of day. I'm trying to get used to this new time because I'm like, it's almost time to eat lunch, but I'm pouring a cup of coffee.
I know. We ran out of our French press and we just got out of a meeting, and I'm like, oh, it's espresso time now, but it'll take too long if I make another thing of French press. So hence why today's episode is sponsored by the ENS bottle and Exendurance Hydro,
Which you can find at shop.erinsarit.com.
Yeah.
Today's Q&A day. How exciting.
Okay, let's see who we
I
have
brought a
today.
prop. I have a new prop.
Okay.
I have a new prop.
Okay.
I'm introducing this new prop to our espresso episodes
What is it?
because I have found that there are cases in which I wish I had said prop. So from now on, whenever there's some kind of fire, the mic needs to be dropped. Boots, 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 boots. It does nothing. It's not even plugged in.
Yeah.
But it's kind of fun, right? Like if Sarit's like going off, I'd be like, yeah, grab them. Let's go. If we're really serious, though, it might not. But it's fun. It's really heavy too. It's a real mic.
Okay, let's say hello. And by the way, if this is your very first episode, please say first time here so we can
Say
welcome
first timer.
you.
So excited.
But good morning, Angela, Casey, Kayla,
Kim, Courtney, Joni, Mishi, Tiffany, Crystal, Samantha, Teresa, Stacy, Tracy, Rochelle, Tawny, Adrian, Beth, Rhonda, Brenda. All right. And
Okay.
anybody else new who rolls in after we sing the name game. The name
Love
game?
it.
The name song.
Omar, Leslie, Heidi, Liz, hello, you guys.
So excited to have you
Happy
all here.
Tuesday. Happy afternoon.
Who's having tacos today?
Are you having tacos today?
Maybe I'm going to have a taco salad.
You've been having a taco salad every day, girl.
Yeah, every day is Taco Tuesday. It's taco. If it ends in day, it's taco day.
Who was it who said that? Oh, it was at a workshop that we're at. They're like, the easiest way to make someone happy is to give them a taco. Something like that.
Oh, it was Todd and Jared saying it. We both love tacos. Like
Yeah.
everybody loves tacos. Okay. I'm actually gonna move this.
So just so you guys know, if this is your very first time watching this, so there is a Woofu form that is in the announcements.
Woofu means nothing to them. There is a form you can fill out that says name, where are you from, what's your question.
Yeah, so you can just any question that you have, just go ahead and ask us, and we'll do our best to respond to you.
Woofu you. Woofu you.
Okay.
Wait. Have you guys ever played the game? You go to IKEA. Try this. Go to IKEA. Read the names of shit and try to put it into a sentence. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go to IKEA. There's weird ass names for the bed frame or for the lamp or for the silverware set. And they have a name. There's a name for it. And you have to try to figure out what that word sounds like and how you can make it into a sentence to make it make sense. It's a fun game.
Okay, Norma Jean Anaya from Southlake, Texas, asking for a friend because their ass is in bed
Sawing logs.
sawing logs. She works late during your Q&A. That's good. We moved the time now. She's considering doing your 14-day bodyweight workout. She has the mindset, but she has some serious knee issues. This is her question. Do they have modifications for people who are out of shape? Keep up the great work. Keep sharing your knowledge. She's 12.
You know what? Every time, okay, I'm going to this is going to be as straight to the point and blunt. If it's free, no matter what your question is, if you sign up, you will find all of the answers. Just sign up. I don't know. It's the quickest way to get the answers. Let me sign up and see what happens. But the answer is yes, we do have modifications. I get a lot of questions, and I'm like, if I have a question about a free thing, I just sign up for the free thing, and then normally my questions are answered, and I'm like, oh, it's for me or it's not for me. But it's a valid question. You would want to know, if I've got some knee issues, can I still do this? The answer is yes. You will need modifications.
Yeah, and I want to give you guys just a life tip based on that question. You guys, a lot of people talk about, oh, I want to lose weight fast. I want to blah, blah, blah fast. If you want life to happen to you fast, here's one thing that you need to apply. Decide fast. You want things to happen for you. The first thing that you have to do is make a decision. So, one of our mentors says this: commit first, figure the rest out later. So many people are just stuck in the mechanics. What if? Commit first, figure the rest out later. So this is just a side tip. If you really want to just 10x your life, start tracking how quickly are you making decisions. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to look at the video and see what's there. Is it for you? Is it not for you? Because, I don't know. When did she ask this question? Let's say if you asked it a week ago, she could have been 7 days into it.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing about taking action. Oftentimes we think we've got to have all the answers. We got to have everything in place. We have to have everything set up. We have to have everything in its right spots. And we think and overanalyze and I'll get started when the time is right, or when this is perfect, or when that's perfect, and then never get anywhere. Why? Because things will never be perfect until you begin to execute and learn what's not right. So you need to take the action. We make fast decisions when we have all the information we need. If we make a decision, it's not going to harm us because we're missing a piece of information. If you're going to make a fast decision, but you're missing a very necessary piece of information that is going to severely harm you, then maybe you need to have that piece of information first. But ask yourself, is this piece of information actually, if I don't know it and I take action anyways, what's the consequence? What's the worst thing that will happen? The worst thing that will happen, Norma Jean, is if your friend opens the videos and she's like, shit. There's no modifications. I can't do this. Nobody died. It's all good. So we do our best to make quick decisions. We rarely have all of the answers. I'm trying to think of if we ever have all the answers before we decide that we're going to pursue something or act on something or do something. Because when you commit, you get creative. When you commit, you have, imagine you have a bunch of money, and you invested it. This perfect example, actually. At the end of last year, on December 31st, we took a large sum of money that we had. We wanted to put it into something, honestly, so we didn't have to pay taxes on it. And then what happened was we didn't have any of that money. So now our back is against the wall. Now we have to take action to recreate that. We have no other choice, right? So when you put your back against the wall intentionally, when you decide, I'm going for it, I've made the decision, you will get creative to figure out the details along the way. You don't need to know everything to get started. You just need to know what the first step is. First step, enter your whatever information it asks for, and then look at the email you get and see if you can do it. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
But there's so many things in life.
Norma, have your friend, if she hasn't already, join the TKC challenge. Speaking of which, all of you guys need to be in the TKC challenge if you haven't signed up already, if you haven't heard about it. 14-day, completely free challenge. We go way more than just workouts, way more than just nutrition.
Norma's here.
You have the biggest opportunity. Like, that challenge has transformed the lives of so many people. If you've done the TKC and it literally kickstarted your transformation, we would love it if you could drop in the comments me, or we'd also love to know who's doing it. But anyways, all of you guys need to do it because the opportunity is insane. We're also giving away money. Who wouldn't want to win that? But it's gonna be really fun, and it's gonna be a challenge.
Heather, I'm gonna call you out right now. Get your ass in gear. You spent yesterday at the river. I don't know why you're telling me you didn't have time because you had a crazy day. You're sipping on something at the river. Let's move. Let's move. You think too much. Everybody thinks too much. You're gonna think yourself out of the best decisions you could ever make because you think too much. You know you need to do something. Do something. Figure it out later. Just saying.
Do it.
Okay. We'll talk later today. All right. Next question. Next question.
Okay, I want to see who's in the TKC.
Oh. Me.
Hold on. Good.
Beth, Kim,
Heidi, Samantha, Brandy, Fran, Stacy. This is my first Kickstarter and I'm 6 months in. Every day is day one. I just signed up today.
Jen
TKC
Perry.
first timer. Love it. I've done 2 before and signed up for this one. Do it, people. Amen.
Do it, peeps. Steph Duarte, Joni.
Samantha Brill, do it. Stop thinking. Commit
Monica,
first, figure the rest
Tanya.
out later.
Guys, it's free. Like, I don't know how much thinking we have to do about free. You go to an event or a farmer's market or a seminar or a whatever, and they have all the booths set up, or you go to like a fair and there's like free bracelets and shit on the table. You're like, oh, I want these. And then you go throw them away. It's like, you took it because it was free. Just sign up. It's free.
Yeah. figure it out later.
Take the bracelet.
Yeah.
Take the chapstick.
Yeah. Courtney Collins and Teresa.
It's just fun.
Sarah Sunshine. I love that name.
Man,
Love it.
And it's also like,
Tanya Hall.
You guys-
our sister, 2 friends. Love that.
I will tell you right now, of course I'm biased, but like, we show up to inspire and to change your life. So anything that you do with us, that is our goal. So you show up for something free. We're going to do everything that we can. You have to show up. It could be the thing that changes your life. It could be the thing that changes your life. And you're like, I don't know if I could do the workouts. It could be the thing that changes your life. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
How exciting.
Okay, let's go to the next question.
Okay, yeah, and this time we're giving away money. It could be paid for when you didn't even pay anything. Yeah. You gotta show up, folks. Okay, Christina
Roderick from Oakland, Maine. Do you have suggestions on maintaining a positive mindset when it comes to nutrition and exercise? Ooh, that sounds like it's going to be a great question. I love to motivate and inspire other people and even hold a health coaching certification, but I struggle with the same positivity towards myself.
Ooh, this is an even better question now.
Negative self-talk can invade my mind in a split second and is exceptionally difficult to shake. Okay, before we even answer this question, Christina, I want to thank you for your courageousness and for your vulnerability to, just put that question out there. Really, really means a lot. Do you want to start answering it? And
Christina, are you here? I really hope that you're here. This is a great question, and I need to share a story. I started personal training in the very beginning of 2009. I was 21 years old. I had begun my own personal journey and had seen really good results. And I became a personal trainer, and then after I began struggling with the same thing. And let me take you through this journey so that you kind of understand. I became a personal trainer. I had really good results. I had good results that I was not focusing on perfection. I was not doing anything extreme. I lost like 20 or 30 pounds I was still eating Taco Bell every week. Like, not that this is what I'm gonna recommend, but I want you to have an idea. Like, I was eating Taco Bell 3 days a week before I started my journey. I was eating Taco Bell 3 days a week. I was eating ice cream nearly every single night. I was eating fucking Hot Pockets and Pop-Tarts, and I don't even know what else. I don't even remember what I would go to the cafeteria in college, and they have it's all you can eat, and they had this whole corner of cookies and ice cream
cereal
and brownies
buffet,
and cereal buffet,
dessert buffet,
lasagna section,
chocolate buffet,
pasta section, and I would just eat as much as I wanted. I didn't pay attention, right? So then I started my journey, and I cut back on things. You guys, we talk about taking a step, right? It's about progress, not perfection. And so I began doing that, and I got really good results. I'll speed up this story. Okay, so I got good results practicing most of the things that we talk about now. What happened is I was in an environment, a community of people who were all doing bodybuilding shows. Figure, fitness, bikini, bodybuilding, physique. I was like, I want to do that. Then started the problem. I had good results. Then I embarked on this journey. I said, I'm going to do this. And what happened was it was so strict, so regimented, so all or nothing. For 4 months straight, I never made one single mistake. I did the show. I got 4th place out of 4. And I will never do it again. Because for 5 years after that, I struggled with disordered eating patterns. And I was still a personal trainer, and I felt like a complete fraud. That's where this question comes in. So for any personal trainer, any fitness, professional who is struggling with their own journey, I will tell you right now, your clients are not going to get results long term. Because they will only get results to the degree in which you are convinced you can give it to them. And you will only be convinced how much results you can give somebody if you can give yourself the same results. Let me say that again.
So good.
Somebody will only get results to the degree in which you believe you can give them results. And you will only believe to the degree in which you can give yourself the results. So this is extremely important, and I love this question because it really hits home for me. For 5 or 6 years, I felt like a complete fraud because I was telling people to do the things I was struggling with. But you can't tell them that because if they know you're struggling, then they're not going to trust that you can help them. Well, you can't. Because you can't help somebody else unless you can help yourself. Imagine a building collapses and you're stuck under a piece of something. You can't go help anybody else. You can't do anything. until you figure out how to unbury yourself. You got to unbury yourself. That's why I love this question. I love it so much. Number one, keep watching these episodes. Go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and binge watch. Binge watch the shit out of them. Look at the titles that feel like they will resonate with you and just absorb. Take notes. Immerse yourself in it. Because I've been there, so a lot of the stuff that we talk about has to do with that and how to escape from that. The only thing I want to say in regards to like how to solve this, because I want to give you some time with this question, is there's two like energies that are on this planet that we have to be extremely aware of. In everything that you do, there's a positive energy and there's a negative energy, and they have 50-50 pull. However, it's easier to absorb the negative energy than it is the positive energy because it takes effort. There's equal opportunity in both, right? Like not one of them can be more pulling than the other. It's like magnets, right? Like when you put the opposite sides together. So you have to be aware, what are my thoughts? What are the thoughts that I'm having, and what are they being influenced by? Are they being influenced by things I see on the media? Are they being influenced by something I read, by what I'm watching or listening to, the people in my environment, the people at work, who I have in my household? Like, what is inspiring the thoughts that you're having? And how do you begin to get around people who are going to have, who are going to inspire you to have thoughts that are helpful thoughts, and to encourage you get to create your own thoughts. One of our mentors, Brandon Dawson, always says, what you think is what you say is what you do, and what you do becomes your legacy. So what you think is so important, Christina. And the first thing that I would say is to be mindful and be aware. It sounds like you are. And then for two, throw yourself around people who speak positively, who are inspiring, who are uplifting, who want you to be better, who believe in you, who are going to encourage you, who are going to help you. It takes work, and it takes time and patience. And I would love to be more helpful to you. Go ahead and send an email to admin@erinsarit.com if you want more help on this. But I want to give you some time. So if I can give you like one thing, it's run away from anybody who has anything negative to say about anything, not even just you.
Okay.
She wrote down a lot of things, so I got to give her
I
a
have
chance
all
to
of my
talk.
thoughts on paper. So now I can 3, 2, 1 go. Christina, once again, I really appreciate this question, because you can tell that writing this question was definitely not easy, and I want you to know, and I hope that this adds a little bit of fire in your life, because I can tell that you care about the people that you work with, because you're willing to get uncomfortable and put yourself out there. So for that, I congratulate you, because it is rare to find in this industry, honestly. So really, really means a lot. And the reality is you guys, like, we're all a growth project. Let's face it. It doesn't matter where you are. We all have so much growth to do. Okay. So now let's get into a couple of things. And John Maxwell, one of our mentors, we love him. He he talks about what's called the leadership lid, right? So in life, there are a few lids, one of which is the leadership lid. But if you have a certain lid, and let's say the leadership lid can go from a scale of 1 to 10, okay? Let's say your leadership lid, when it comes to you showing up for your clients, like you feel like you're at a 7, then guess what? Your clients can never be above you. So the highest that you'll be able to take your clients to, if you're at a 7, is a 6. If you feel like you're at a 5, then the most you're going to be able to take your clients to is a 4. And this is something that's really, really important to be aware of, because, you know, by measuring something and by becoming aware of something, you're now able to start working towards something. It's very obvious that, you know, you really care to help your clients. So what we need to do is we need to raise your leadership lid. Honestly, like that is the issue that's happening here.
And there's me and we. Say what you're going to say.
Yeah, but that's not the point. But to go back on that, to the degree that you will be sold on you, you will be able to sell others on themselves. I'll say it again. To the degree that you are sold on you, you will be able to sell others on themselves. That's basically just, you know, translating what the leadership lid is. And
yeah, it's like a translation of what I said before, right? Like, your clients will not have any success you don't believe you can have.
Yeah. Like, I will tell you this. Let's say there's a client that wants to be jacked. They are going to find the person who looks jacked in order to work with them, because they're like, they have that. I can tell that they're going to help me get there. Now, of course, like, as you start working with a coach, you're like, do they really care about me? So I can tell that you have that, and that's a really important part, like you care about your people. But if you're not sold on you, then your clients are being limited, because you can only take them so far. And, you know, as far as action steps, what should you do in order to start raising your leadership lid is the following few. For one, you become who you surround yourself with. So your environment definitely needs auditing. To what degree, I'm not sure. We'll need more information. However, what I can tell you is immerse yourself in our content. Immerse yourself, maybe even with us, and maybe even with our coaching programs. We don't know, like, what's the gap that's causing, you know, like your leadership lid to be compromised. Maybe it's your inability to say no to people. Maybe it's emotional eating. Maybe it's lack of discipline. Not sure. Maybe it's all the above. Okay, but either way, because you become who you surround yourself with, step one is immerse yourself with all of our content. And depending on, you know, what kind of help we need, maybe we can take it one step further. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you gotta have an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude when it's heartfelt. A lot of people write gratitude, but most people who write them are not actually grateful. You can feel when somebody is grateful. It's just like, it's the most incredible thing. It's almost like they're shining positivity on you. Okay, so, you know, be grateful, you know, for every single situation, for every single piece of opportunity with where you're at. Okay, because there is a blessing there, but when you're grateful, you're able to appreciate every step of the process. You guys, like, this journey is full of destinations, but you never actually get there, because when you get there, you realize that you now have something new. So winners appreciate the process more than the result, because they know that the process will get them to the result. I'll say it again. It is the process that will get you to the result. And winners, therefore, appreciate the process more than the result. Let's say you started your journey at 180 and you're like, man, when I get to 140, life is going to be XYZ. You got to 140, you're like, man, now I want this, this, and that. Pot of gold always keeps on moving. So it's important to appreciate the process. Because a day that's gone is never going to be a day that's coming back. So if you're always living, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy when, that's where most people live. I'll be happy when I retire. I'll be happy when I make $1 million. I'll be happy when blah, 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 blah. If you don't know how to make yourself content and happy right now, you will never actually be happy. And gratitude is the one thing that will help you to get there. But gratitude has to be heartfelt. I don't know if you have our journal. If not, highly recommend that you get our journal. In fact, all of you guys should have that journal. You guys need to journal your gratitude and your goals and your targets so that you can be clear, you can be organized, you can be productive and grateful each and every single day. Now, the next thing, every single day in that journal also, sell yourself on yourself. Why am I a badass motherfucker? Why am I the shit? Why should my clients work with me? Why am I great? Dude, you're never going to be inspired and motivated to do hard shit if you're not sold on yourself. And yes, nobody is where we want to be. Ever. But if you don't learn how to sell yourself on you today, how the heck you're going to create the life of your dreams? Because the only way for you to create the life of your dreams is to do whatever you got to do today to get yourself to be better for tomorrow. So after you write your gratitude every single morning, I'm great because when I say that I work out, I always end up showing up for it. I'm great because I wake up as soon as my alarm goes off. I'm great because I know how to take care of my dog. I'm great because I always pay my bills on time. I'm great because I'm a proud American. I'm great because I'm a proud woman and nobody can tell me no shit. I don't care, whatever it is. But sell yourself on you every single day after you write down, this is why I'm grateful. Okay? And by the way, after every hardship that you have, go back to selling yourself on you. Because if you care about people and there's that bit of emotion, it's important to reel yourself back in mindset wise. Otherwise you're gonna be stuck in the emotion. When you are stuck in the emotion, you never take action. Okay?
You got me feeling emotion. Such a good song.
All right, and then I got one more. The next one is be impeccable with your word. Dude, it's so hard to sell yourself on you if you don't even know how to show up for yourself. If you said, I'm gonna eat my breakfast this morning, and you skip it, you know what happens? A little bit of confidence just goes away. Gets tucked away. You're like, I'm gonna wake up on time tomorrow and I'm gonna work out, and then you're like, oh, the alarm goes off and you're tired, and you're like, oh man, but it's so cozy right now. You know what happens in the moment? That confidence goes hiding right back.
Disintegration.
Confidence is built when you show up for yourself. Everybody thinks that winning means that you won a game. No, dude. Winners are not created because they won a lot of games. Winners are created because they showed up for practice each and every single day. And when it was game day, because they were more prepared than the other team or the other person, they ended up getting better results. Game day is just test day. And guess what? In life, every day is game day and every day is test day. And the only way to win the test is to prepare for it. And the only way you prepare for the test is to show up for what you said you were going to do. And which, by the way, third reason why you should get the journal, if you don't have it already, is in the journal, there's a part that tells you targets. When you write your targets down, these are the action steps that you need to take tomorrow or that day in order to move the needle forward just a little bit, even if you can't see anything, with regards to your life. Be it maybe make 10 calls, or be it show up for all my meetings, or do my workout, eat my breakfast, show up for my meetings, walk my dog, whatever. Okay? Only when you show up for yourself over time, then you start becoming more confident. However, at the beginning it could be hard because we are human beings, and we're evolutionary creatures, and we believe something only when we see it. So when you can't see the impact that's happening at first, only if you're extremely intuitive you'll be able to feel it. Then, it's hard to believe it at first. But I will tell you this, like, if you were to follow these 4 steps, your belief lid in yourself and your leadership lid are going to go up. And when that will go up, everything else will change. Okay. I've said mine.
So naturally, we think I'll believe it when I see it. But the problem with that is oftentimes you don't see things if you don't believe it's there to be seen.
Oof. It's like the chicken or the egg, which comes first.
Yeah. I mean, if you're dreaming, you gotta see it. You've got to create the visual, and you've got to believe that it's true before you see it in real life. You've got to see it. You've got to make yourself see it before you see it. To see it, you got to see it.
To change.
Yeah, and this is the difficult thing is like you've got to put it in your mind too that like, when Sarit's saying like sell yourself. I love that because like write down a list of all the reasons why you're awesome. Why are you awesome? There's like a handful of people right now who are like, but I'm not. That's your problem. Everybody's awesome. You got to dig it out. And you got to start to believe it so you can see it. What are the things that you do great? Everybody does something great. Not everybody uses it for great things, but everybody does. Like everybody has superpowers. Each person has a superpower. Mm-hmm. What things do you do great? And write them down. What things do you aspire to do great? Start writing those down too. If you sleep in past the alarm, but you don't want to anymore, start writing, I'm awesome because I wake up right when the alarm goes off. I work out like I said I was going to. I eat a healthy breakfast every day. I take care of myself. I'm inspiring to people. Whatever it is that you need to write, just write it down. Mm-hmm. Like your mood will change. I would say just keep a notepad by you. Just keep a notepad by you. And when you notice that you're starting to have negative thoughts, just start writing positive shit on a piece of paper. I'm awesome because I got sweet shoes on. I don't know. Takes time and it takes practice. But if you show up for practice, coach will put you in the game. If you don't show up for practice, your ass is going to be on the bench. And then you'll wonder, why don't I ever get to play? You got to show up for practice. Mm-hmm. I really hope that's helpful. That's the mind is the trickiest of them all. Mm-hmm. That's why we went so long on this question. So, I think that's all for questions today.
Yeah. Great stuff, Christina.
I truly want all of you to find your greatness. If you haven't already, it lives somewhere in there. And like you guys, if you feel inspired by us and you feel motivated by us and you feel like our belief level in you is higher than your belief level in you, that's because our belief level in ourselves is through the roof. Because for years, we've shown up for ourselves. better and better and better and better and better. And we keep getting better, and we will keep getting better. And yesterday you said, I don't mean to brag, and then you followed it with something. And then the person listening was like, that's not bragging, that's self-awareness. And I was
Who
like,
said that?
it was Kelly. The newest member of our team, Kelly Minton.
Oh.
Yeah, she's like, that's not bragging, that's self-awareness. Bragging is when you have an arrogant attitude or demeanor when you're saying something great about yourself. Self-awareness is like, this is the truth. Mm-hmm. This is the truth. I'm great at words. I do words really well. That sentence is a perfect example. I'm entertaining as shit. I entertain myself all day long. It's amazing. Laugh all day. You can't be mad while you're laughing. But that's the attitude. That's the approach. Be grateful. Truly feel the gratitude. Don't just write things on a paper, like Sarit said. Like, truly feel the gratitude, and then write, this is why I'm awesome. All right.
And I want to add something, and this is just to, like, the realist in me. We're all about positive vibes, but sometimes some people who come to us, we've all had trauma, right? Like, we've all been through some shit. Okay. However, we have this thing where, like, on our team, like, no negativity is allowed. However, like, sometimes we need to air out shit. And, like, with some of our clients who've come to us, they've come to us with so much trauma that it's like, imagine, right? If let's say, like, there is, like, a path, right? But, like, sometimes some people come to us and it's like they've been in a hole that's been dug out for years and shit has been dumped on it. Now, somebody like that, because their belief lid is under the ground, their likelihood of selling themselves on themselves is none to minus 100, like, just being honest. So in a case like that, you need somebody who's been there and done that to pick up the, like, trash bags that have been put over the pit.
I believe you referred to it as shit. The shit.
Yeah, and just dig it out, air it out, so that
spray some air freshener in there.
So
reach their hand down.
I'm not about air freshener.
It's organic. It's organic.
But anyways,
it's natural.
So that the sunshine can, like, do its thing, the air can do its thing, and that some minerals can come through so that they can dig themselves out. Sometimes some people.
Why do you go so far away?
I don't know, because I had to do a visual. I had to do a visual. Because if I was to draw a graph, it wouldn't look as good. But I had to do a visual. Sometimes some people need to be dug out. And that's where we come in. We all need each other, you guys. We all need each other. And, the most selfish thing when you're struggling is to not reach out for help. Because if you're not helping yourself, dude, you can't help anybody else. And that's selfish.
Mm-hmm. If you feel like you've been digging yourself in the wrong direction, the TKC is great. Mm-hmm. But if you want to skip the line because you've been digging for long enough that you want results faster, you need the inner circle. You need the inner circle program. It's an investment, costs a lot of money. I know.
Saves you 100 times the amount of time and money.
It saves you the rest of your life of trying and wasting money. That's the fast track. The fast track is the one that gets you there and keeps you there, not the one where you have to keep trying over and over and over for the next 20 or 30 years. Mm-hmm. Because every time you dig further down, you lose more hope. Mm-hmm. And it is our job to reinstill hope and belief, because we have so much of it.
Mm-hmm. I want to give a shout out to Daisy. Yesterday I had a conversation with her.
Daisy D.
And Daisy, I mean, I think you're okay with me talking about it. But, yesterday we were having a conversation and, we were talking about some deeper life stuff recently. And, she's just aware of life in a different perspective. And, with this new level of consciousness, she's asking different questions. And the quality of your questions will determine the quality of your results. And yesterday she did this thing that allowed her, through her new level of consciousness, to pay off her new car basically for free. Dude, had she not invested in the inner circle, and Daisy, please, if you're watching this, just say yes or no. Do you think that you will have this heightened level of consciousness where you'll be able to actually be so much smarter with your money and actually save so much more? You guys, anybody who joins the inner circle ends up either making more money or saving more money. We're not even teaching anything about money in the inner circle.
There's always a percentage of people that don't, but it's an extremely low percentage for the number of people. Let's talk about this industry for a minute. 5% of the people who try to lose weight actually lose weight. Out of those 5%, maybe less than 1% actually keep it for the rest of their lives. Mm-hmm. Actually find themselves in a position where they are better off for the rest of their lives. Less than 1%. I got these numbers from the brain of Erin Atwood. I'm just kidding. I read things somewhere. But in the inner circle, I can with a full confidence say that 95% of every person who goes into the inner circle finds themselves in an exponentially better place long term. I saw all the comments. If you are questioning it, look at the comments. I didn't tell any of you to say that. It's insane. It's an investment. People get scared. I understand. Especially if you've tried a lot of things before. I understand. But you can read it for yourself, and I can guarantee you're going to get 10 times what you put in. And people don't understand, you do end up saving money because you're not buying as much garbage. You buy back time of your life. You buy back experiences. You're not paying for certain medications or other things down the road that you would have had you not. So really, you could consider it free. You just have to put money down. So, I didn't mean for this to be a sales pitch, but I'm not sorry. Because truly, honestly, if you've been digging down, you need us to get the garbage out of the hole that is covering you. Spray some organic, all natural fragrance.
I want to also talk about one more thing that from this morning that we were talking about later.
Wait. I got to read these for a second. You guys, and I want to read these for me. Because this grows my confidence. I'm reading this for you, but also selfishly for me. Because it is absolutely incredible to be a part of so many of your guys' journeys in any degree. Free or $1 million, whatever. It is an honor to be a part of your journey. When you join something and you're willing to forfeit some money temporarily, which by the way is a renewable resource and your time is not. This is what happens. Inner circle, yes, love the inner circle. Joining the inner circle, life-changing. Inner circle's life-changing. Inner circle, emoji. Everyone is worth the investment. Inner circle is a life-changing experience. Inner circle! Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. I see, exclamation, I see. Inner circle is where it's at. I'm saving more. Credit score went up to 150. Credit score went up 150 points. 100 accurate. I think that means 100%, Kristen. My credit score went up by 150 points in a year. Two people.
Read what Kim Howard
said. 2 people. 6 months of bettering yourself can put you 5 years ahead in life. Inner Circle, best decision of my life. Reach out to one of us. We will tell you. Any of these people that made comments, just go ask their experience. This is not prompted. Life, period. Freaking, period. Changing, period. All the best resources you get back. Time. It's expensive, but I've obtained financial goals I've never imagined. You want to know about IC? Ask me, Casey Harding. I'm not on the sales team. I will give you my testimonial as a customer, not a salesperson. You guys, we understand that when we are the money collectors, we can say whatever we want to say. Oh, it's the best program in the entire world. You're going to lose 30 pounds in 30 days and everything's going to be amazing. Sign up now. And if you do it within 5 minutes, we're going to give you blah, blah, blah. More bullshit. We get it. So easy to be skeptical.
We get those texts too.
This is an espresso episode turned sales call. You're welcome. I hope you do it because it will freaking change your life. Okay, my credit score went up too, Daisy. Plus, you get Sarit's graphs galore.
Dude, Inner Circle peeps, you just reminded me. I have
what are these boobs from last night?
5 graphs to upload.
Sarit made. Let me see it. Sarit made boob graphs. Can we see that? Sarit made boob graphs from last night's Inner Circle call. Oh, that was upside down. Oops. And these are lopsided ones.
Okay, one more thing that I wanted to add. This is a little bit offside topic, but
Daisy, my advice: if you want to join the Inner Circle, sign up for a year. You get the best discount. Tiffany, I got my investment of the Inner Circle by changing bad habits.
You guys are awesome, and we're extremely grateful, and it's been so fun working with each and every one of you and seeing your growth. There's nothing more inspiring than seeing the growth in somebody. But one more thing, and this is just not to brag, but I'm the visionary of
to be self-aware. To be very self-aware, I will explain to you.
But as the visionary of this ship, I also see where the industry is going. I see where the food industry is going, and what we do is we bridge the gap to provide solutions. And this morning, I was reading an article from a credible source called The Morning Brew. By the way, if you want a quick 1, 2, 3, this is what's happening in the world, but I don't want any drama. The Morning Brew is great. This is where we get our source of information, but
I'll drop a link.
The food industry is very, very deceiving. And as a visionary, I can tell you, just like Warren Buffett is a visionary for all things money and businesses, I'm a visionary for all things wealth and wellness. Okay? And just mark my word. And for anybody who's watching this on YouTube, or anybody who's clipping this video, clip this segment out, because I want to repost this shit 5 years from now or 10 years from now, and mark my word, this is what's happening. So we are headed, yes, obesity is at the highest it's ever been, okay? 70% of Americans are overweight and 40% of Americans are morbidly obese. It's just terrible. But now, what's going to happen over the next decade is we're going to form a newfound category of obese people. And those are the health conscious obese people. People's belief level in themselves are going to go way down. The amount of fit people, functionally fit people out there are going to diminish because of all of the trickery that's surrounding the food industry. And
unless we have something to do with it.
we're going to do everything that we can, you guys. Like, we're going up, and if you're with us, like, you're going up too. So for that, we applaud you and we're grateful. But the reason why I want to share this with you, because I want you to share it with other people. Because at this point, we only have access to a certain amount of people. You have access to people we don't have access to. And that's the importance of you sharing this. But we're now going to have wars in the food industry of like new health products, health claimed products that are actually mass produced by companies that are extremely unethical. And what's going to happen is that people who are misinformed, people who lack discipline, which, let's face it, like if you're not in our community, most likely you are. I'm not saying that our community is the only one, but like it's important to have the right information, the right source of information, and also to do some about it. I don't care if you have all of the information in the world. If you ain't doing something about it, then your leadership level is low. Nobody's going to listen to you. But here's the thing, you guys, we're going to have the most amount of health conscious people who are sick and who are overweight over the next decade. Like, what's bad now is going to be even worse. And the people who are kind of putting in the effort now, unless they find the answer, which we're committed, we're going to do everything that we can to provide it. But if they don't hear it, what's going to happen is now we're going to form a new category of unhealthy and overweight people. And these are the health conscious, overweight, health crazed people. This is where we're heading, because I see what the food industry is doing, and I notice the shift. 1 decade from now, it's going to be really evident, because they have done enough. Again, like if you're staying where you are, basically what's happening is that you're going down slowly but surely. So I just want to bring it to your forefront. Because step one of creating a change is creating awareness. So, like if we can see something, then I want to share this with you, because as the leader of your family, of your community, just pay attention to that. Okay. You guys, just a reminder too, that your health is your wealth. Like without your health, without like your mental health, your physical health, nothing that is actually going on really matters, because everything stops if you're not around. So that being said, we really hope that we added lots of value for you guys today. Just a quick request, if you found any value from this conversation, do us a favor and share it with somebody who needs to know the answer, because things are really happening. And we hope to be the change in this world, but we can only do so much. We need your help. Also, it's a perfect time for your family members, community members, whatever, to join the TKC challenge, improveyousolutions.com/Kickstarter. That being said, we hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day. We hope you found value in today's topic, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye.